Hi, welcome to Chemistry with Mrs. Soares. Today we are going to learn how to name and write covalent compounds. As you know from previous lessons, a covalent compound is composed of nonmetal atoms. So to name a covalent compound, the first element keeps its name from the periodic table. The second element keeps the root of its name but changes the ending to "ide." Now, this is the same process as when we learned how to name and write binary ionic compounds, so it should seem familiar to you. The difference here is that a covalent compound can have more than one formula from the same two elements. So we need to distinguish between the two different or more than two different compounds made from the same two elements. We do that by using Greek prefixes. So we place a Greek prefix in front of each element name to indicate how many atoms of each element are in the compound. Well, in order for you to do this, we need to learn our Greek prefixes. So here they are. Please write these down in your notebook because you're going to be using them later in this video as well as on your homework. So here are the Greek prefixes 1 to 10. Mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, deca. Notice that I have an asterisk next to mono, and it's there because we never use mono on the very first element in the name. We place it on the second element, but never on the first. So here's an example, CH4. That's 1 carbon and 4 hydrogens. So following my process, the first element keeps the element name, carbon. The second element changes the ending to "ide", so that's hydride, and there's 4 of them. So it's carbon tetrahydride. Notice I didn't put mono on the first element. Here's a second example, N2O5. That's 2 nitrogens and 5 oxygens. So that's dinitrogen pentoxide. Now notice it's not pentaoxide. We generally drop the A or O of the Greek prefix if it's followed by oxygen. Now you try. Here are 2 compounds. Stop the video, write down the names of these compounds, and come back when you're done to check your answer. Okay, now that you're back, ICl is iodine monochloride. Notice I didn't put monoiodine. And C2O3 is dicarbon trioxide. So now that you know how to name covalent compounds, let's learn how to write the formulas from the name. So if I have the name of a covalent compound, I need to write the symbols for the elements in the compound. And then I use the Greek prefixes that are in front of the name, and I need to write those Greek prefixes as subscripts for the elements. In that way, we know how many of each element is in the molecule. So let's look at an example. Phosphorus trichloride. That means there's 1 phosphorus and 3 chlorines. So the formula would be PCl3. Let's try another one. Disilicon hexabromide. So that means 2 silicons and 6 bromines. So Si2Br6. Now notice I did not reduce these subscripts. Okay, now you try. Here are 2 examples. Stop the video and write the formulas. Come back when you think you've got them correct. Okay, now that you're back, let's check this out. Dinitrogen monoxide is N2O, and tetraphosphorus decoxide is P4O10. Hope you got these correct. Well, thank you for viewing. I hope you learned how to name and write formulas for covalent compounds. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you soon.